Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something huge, a phenomenon that's grabbed the attention of millions. It's this idea that you, yes, you, have the power to literally shape your own reality.
So let's just ask it straight up. Could you really change your life just by thinking? I mean, it sounds a little out there, right? Well, that's exactly what we're going to explore by digging into the core ideas of The Secret. And the first thing you need to know is the book claims this is anything but a New Age fad. We're talking about a piece of wisdom that's supposedly been guarded for centuries.
Yeah, see, the whole idea is framed not as some modern invention, but as this timeless, universal principle. They trace it way back to ancient texts like the Emerald Tablet you see here. And the core message from these old texts, it's really simple. As above, so below. As within, so without. Basically, your inner world creates your outer world.
And according to the teachers in the book, this wasn't just some philosophical concept. No, this powerful knowledge was supposedly the secret ingredient behind immense success and wealth throughout all of history, a tool that was used by a very, very small, select group of people.
Okay, so what is this great secret? What's this thing that's been so carefully guarded for so long? Well, it's not just an idea or a tip. It's presented as a fundamental, totally unbreakable law of the universe.
And here it is. At its very core, the principle is super simple but also pretty profound. Like attracts like. What does that mean? It means your thoughts, which the book describes as pure energy, are constantly attracting a matching reality right back to you. And this is happening whether you're aware of it or not.
The book uses this really cool metaphor to explain it. Think of yourself as the most powerful transmission tower in the entire universe. You are constantly broadcasting your thoughts out there. And the frequency of those thoughts, well, that's what determines the experiences you attract back into your life. It's like tuning into a radio station.
Okay, but here's where it gets a little tricky. Because this law, it works in ways we might not always expect, especially when we focus all our energy on the very things we're desperately trying to avoid.
And as John Assaraf says here, this is a huge problem. The book actually calls it the don't want epidemic. See, when we pour our focus and energy into what we fear or what we want to avoid, we're actually sending out a powerful signal to the universe to bring us more of that exact thing. It's a total backfire.
And here's why that happens. This is the trap. The law of attraction, according to the book, doesn't understand negatives. It doesn't process words like don't, not, or no. It only responds to the subject of your thought. So when you're thinking, I don't want to be delayed, the universe just hears delayed. If you think, I can't handle this debt, it just hears debt and thinks, okay, more debt coming right up.
The story of Robert the comedian is a really powerful example of this. I mean, his life was just filled with negativity. Nasty coworkers, hecklers, you name it, because that's what he was constantly focused on. But then, he made a conscious choice to shift his focus. He started thinking about what he did want. Respect, success, and just like that, his entire reality transformed.
Now, a transformation like that is pretty dramatic, right? And it brings up the big question, okay, so how do we go from just understanding this law to actually actively using it to create the life we really want?
Well, the book uses another great metaphor here, Aladdin and his lamp. Think of the universe as your own personal genie. And what does the genie always say? Your wish is my command. It doesn't judge your wishes, it doesn't ask questions, it just responds to your thoughts and delivers whatever you've been focusing on.
So here it is, the core how-to of The Secret. It's this simple 3-step creative process. Step 1, ask. You have to get crystal clear in your mind about what you want. No ambiguity. Step 2, believe. You have to believe with every fiber of your being that you're going to receive it. And not just believe, but act as if it's already yours. And finally, step 3, receive. This is about feeling the joy of already having.
They compare it to ordering from a catalog. You flip through, pick what you want, place your order, and then you trust it's going to be delivered. You don't call the company every 5 minutes to ask if they got your order, right? That would show a lack of faith. The same idea applies here. Asking over and over again implies doubt, and that doubt can actually cancel out your request. The key is to ask once and then have complete faith it's on its way.
Okay, but how do you know if you're doing it right? How can you tell if you're on the right track or not? I mean, what frequency are you broadcasting right now? Well, according to the book, the answer is actually really simple. It's all in your feelings.
Your emotions are basically your internal guidance system. They're like a little feedback mechanism.
telling you whether you're on course or off course. They are the most direct signal you have about what you're thinking, and because of that, they tell you exactly what reality you're in the process of creating.
And the whole concept is super straightforward. If you're feeling good, happy, excited, full of gratitude, that means you're on a positive frequency. You're attracting more good stuff into your life. But if you're feeling bad, angry, frustrated, anxious, you're broadcasting a negative frequency and, well, you're just attracting more negativity.
The book is really clear on this. It's impossible to feel bad and be having good thoughts at the same time. Your thoughts are the primary cause of everything. So if you want to change how you feel, you have to start by changing your thoughts. Even a small shift in your thinking can instantly change your emotional state, and that changes everything you attract.
So beyond just managing your moment-to-moment thoughts, the book offers a couple of really powerful tools. Think of these as ways to supercharge the creative process and really amplify your frequency.
The first big one is gratitude. This is huge in the book. The idea is that when you start being genuinely grateful for what you already have, you instantly shift your whole mindset. You go from a place of lack to a place of abundance, and that, right there, tunes your frequency to receive even more good things into your life.
The second major tool is visualization. And look, this isn't just about idle daydreaming. It's about creating these vivid, detailed pictures in your mind of you already having what you want. You use your imagination with so much intensity that you actually feel the emotions of having achieved your goal. And that feeling, that's the magnetic force that supposedly pulls your desire into your reality.
In this story about the vision board is just a wild example of this. So John Assaraf puts a picture of his dream house on a vision board. Years go by, he moves a bunch of times, completely forgets about it. Then one day, he's unpacking a box, finds the old board, and he's just shocked. Why? Because he realizes he's living in the exact house from the picture, and he had no idea. It's like the universe just conspired to make it happen.
And honestly, the book is just packed with stories like these. They range from small things like a 10-year-old wishing to skip the lines at Disney and becoming first family of the day, all the way to absolutely life-changing events like Kathy Goodman, who believed she healed herself from breast cancer in 3 months just by focusing on faith, gratitude, and laughter. Each story is there to show these principles in action in every single part of life. So there you have it. That's the essence of The Secret. It's this powerful idea that the ability to create your reality, it isn't out there somewhere. It's right inside you. Which leaves us with a pretty big question, doesn't it? If you really are the creator of your own destiny, what story are you going to start writing for yourself right now?
And subscribe now for more videos.